Hey guys, Christopher here to teach you some pixel art. This will be part one of an ongoing series, showing you basically how to pixel art. I'm an indie game dev and been doing it for about 3 years now, and it's only sort of in the past like few months that I really sort of started to get things together and actually get any decent at it. So with that, people start asking, how do you do it? How do you get started? So that's what this tutorial series is for. I guess so. The first thing, there's a site called pixelprospector.com, and if you are looking for written resources, this is the place to go. There's actually a giant set of tutorials there for pixel art. So if you have any extra questions that this series doesn't cover or anything, my bet would be to jump on there basically. Okay, we'll move along to what programs to use for pixel art. You don't need anything too flash or too fancy. Pixel art is a pretty old form of art, and as such you basically need something that just makes pixels. That said, everyone knows Photoshop. It's very expensive, so if you have it, good for you, you are covered, and it's ready to go. Some say it's a little bit overkill for pixel art. That's kind of true because Photoshop does a hell of a lot of things. But if you set it up for pixel art and you know the little options to tick and stuff like that, it's great, it's fantastic. It actually does everything. Moving along, there is GIMP, which is a free version of Photoshop. Essentially, it does a lot of things that Photoshop does. It's open source, so it's all free, and that's the best part about it. For some of the targeted ones, for PC, graphic scale is a good pick. It's actually set up for pixel art. It's targeted at pixel art, so you get a few extra things in there that you might not get in some of the other programs. And then for Mac, Pixin is actually the app that I'll be using for this tutorial series, and it's sprite and pixel targeted as well, so you get a lot of little features that you're going to want. As for the hardware that you need, I do have an Intuos Pro. You don't need one. You really don't need one for pixel art. It's not essential. For this most of the series, I will probably end up just using the mouse. It's only when I get into the larger res stuff and I want a bit more of a smooth motion that I will start using the Intuos. But it's really not essential, so don't really feel like you need to rush out and buy one to do this sort of art. The only programs that you probably shouldn't use is anything that is vector based. So that is basically like Illustrator or anything like that. You can make pixel art in those programs, but it's not actual pixel art. It's kind of an emulation of it, and it's actually, the advantages don't outweigh the disadvantages in my opinion. It's more just hassle basically. And I actually have a few apps on my my iPad that is they're pretty good. Pixarchy is one of them. Sprite something is another one, and Pixel Dude is a pretty good one as well. They're all great for like low res stuff, but if you get into the high res stuff, they're a little bit finicky. Simply because fat fingers and touchscreen is just doesn't work out that well. But if you're on the train and you want to do pixel art, then they're fantastic. I mean, you can't really get any better than that. Okay, that about covers the intro. If you get one of these apps and download it, we can get started, jump into part 2 and start doing some pixel art. See you there.